I'm No Fool with Water is a Disney Jiminy Cricket animation that was originally released in 1956, and we have Cliff Edwards, of course, voicing Jiminy Cricket. And the whole thing is about 7 or 8 minutes, and Jiminy takes us through the proper rules for swimming. And for the most part, it's really good, but towards the end, it started to really lack in substance. And it was basically just Jiminy Cricket singing the I'm No Fool song for way longer than he needed to be. But I'd say the first two-thirds were really great. Most of it's done in animation, and we have Jiminy take us through humans' relationship with water and how we learn to swim and the importance of learning to swim. And then it looks at what waters are safe to swim in and which waters you shouldn't swim in. And it gives some great tips about asking the lifeguard if the water is safe before you go in it, and all of these really important tips that things that I probably hadn't even thought of, to be honest. But having said that, I don't go in water if I can help it. I hate being in water. So these are not things that I think about a lot. So had I suddenly decided to start going swimming again, I used to go swimming as a child, this would actually be quite useful. And some of the Jiminy Cricket cartoons from around this time are not necessarily as relevant as they used to be. Mostly the ones about dietary needs because that has changed over the last 70 years. But this one is still very much relevant. I don't love some of the animation style. The main animation we get when he's talking about the history of swimming was really good. I thought that looked really good. But then we have this kind of line drawing, and I don't really care for that. And then right after that, he's singing the song, and we kind of don't have that much information, and the animation's not very good. So I'd say the final third of this is just not very engaging or entertaining or that informative. But the first two-thirds, give or take, are actually really enjoyable, and I had a lot of fun with it. If you like Disney animations, and in particular if you like Jiminy Cricket, then it's definitely worth checking out. As I said, still seems pretty relevant today, which is not always the case with the Jiminy Cricket animations from back in the day. So ultimately, well done for two-thirds of it. Didn't love the final third, but that being said, I still enjoyed it. It's still pretty sweet.